And good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It's an early day for us here. It is a little after 6, and the girls and I are on our way to the vet because we're dropping Hoppy off because she has an appointment to get her teeth cleaned. A little something they have once a year. I don't remember what happened as to why Hoppy and Wiggles are on different schedules with this, but they are. So it's just Hoppy, and I got both of them with me because you can't take one without the other. And pretty much just to wake up, throw clothes on, throw the leashes and harnesses on, and get them in and let's go. Because Hoppy can't eat. Doctor's orders are no food after 10 p.m. the night before, so I wanted to get them out of the house as fast as possible because I can't feed one, not the other, because that'll go over. But one person that is going to eat beforehand is me, so we're going to stop at Dunkin' Donuts and have an eat bad morning, just because it's on the go, and I didn't want to go into the kitchen and wake Bandit up, because then that would just add a whole bunch of other things to my to-do list, like let him out, let him in, put him back in the living room. And yeah, I take the dogs to Banfield Pet Hospital, and they're attached to PetSmart, and it worked great out in San Diego. The fees are reasonable, and you pay a little each month. You get a whole bunch of stuff included, like all the booster shots and booster shots and a bunch of stuff like unlimited visits to see the vet and stuff like dental cleanings. What kind of sucks right now is I wanted to stick with them because once I get a job, I plan on moving to a larger city than where I'm at now. But there's no PetSmarts in southeastern Massachusetts. The closest one to me is in Warwick, Rhode Island, which is where we're going, and that's about a 45-minute drive, and after that there's one in Plymouth. So, once I move, if I end up moving to Boston, there's some around. If I move to Providence, there's some around. If I move back to San Diego, there's some around. If I move to Cheyenne, Wyoming, there's one around that's closer than here. So a little bit of inconvenience, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is. It's something to do. The drive's fun. Gets the girls out of the house for a little while, so whatever. So I was looking online this morning and looking at my YouTube channel page, and I noticed today is my 1-month anniversary. I've been making videos now for 1 month, which is actually kind of crazy considering like 2 months ago doing these little daily videos was not even on my radar, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's also it's nice to see that some people are watching my videos and enjoying them, and I appreciate that. So yeah, 1 month. I wonder where this channel will be at 1 year. So we're at the vet, and they show you this thing, and it's kind of like when you get on an airplane, and and when they do the safety rules, they do their little, here's why you need to get your dog's teeth cleaned. And these two are just sniffing around the room.
Encouraging more bacterial growth.
Alright, so with Hoppy getting her teeth cleaned, I have my co-pilot up front this time. I think she's very excited about this. What's that, Bandit? Is that a bottle?
I mean, when they start to get like really sharp and torn up, I take them away. But
Yeah.
that one's brand new. So.
She loves this thing. Only she wants to walk 5 feet with it and start tearing it apart. Leave it. Leave it. Ready? So the ball that I was playing outside with Wiggles with already had a slice or a cut. It was already cut open. So when we came back in, I just threw it down the stairs, let her play with it some more inside. And since Hoppy's not here and there's no one to fight with her over it, and I go online to do some job stuff, and then I turn around and boom. There's some there. There's some here. Wiggles, what'd you do to your ball? What'd you do to your ball? What'd you do to your ball? And she loves that thing. She'll just keep tearing it apart. Alright, so I'm finally on my way to Foxborough. Traffic leaving Providence and from the vet was horrible. Like, worse than, I don't know, it's just I've never seen rush hour traffic that bad that late.
Turn left onto
so
140 north toward Taunton.
Anyway, onward to Foxborough, and hopefully we can shave a little bit off this hour that the GPS is going to take me to get there. Okay, so I am now home, and I know I said I was going to dinner and a movie, and I did not record because I actually went on a date tonight and haven't really discussed with the person I went on the date with about recording and being in my video, so I'm just going to kind of leave it there. We went to a nice restaurant at Patriot Place, and then saw the new X-Men movie, and it was a lot of fun. I had a really good time, and it's kind of funny, like this is today marked 1 year that the 1 year mark that I've been single, and first date since is 1 year later. So funny how that timing works. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and to the person I was with, if you watch this, thank you again for a great night. I really enjoyed it. Long weeks, or short weeks, just screw me up, because it's like, it's great because it's a long weekend, but you know, it feels like we should be a day earlier in the week, because the Tuesday feels like Monday, so on, so on. Anyway, I am on my way to pick up my father to bring him to a doctor's appointment, and then from there, you know, much the same gym and job hunt and such, and might be going to meet up with the person who I went on a date with last night later. I'm not sure yet. Depends on how his schedule pans out. I got woken up this morning bright and early. Ryan said, "Hey, the cops are at the door. They're wondering if you know anything about someone whose laptop got stolen." So, yeah, I guess they caught somebody, and they were looking for a guy named Scott, who's the owner of a laptop, and Ryan had thought that, well, maybe I had some friends over and one of their cars had gotten broken into, which, like, nope, no idea. And it was all kind of weird, because I'm like, yeah, well, I got home last night around 1, so, but I was alone, didn't see anybody, so, don't know. I don't know, my brother's kind of weird when it comes, like, he's got this grandiose thought in his head that someone's going to break into his house and he's going to be this glorified hero that is going to, you know, shoot the burglar and save the household. And I think he's watched too many westerns or something. I don't know. And it's like what you should have done was, that'd been the time to, like, pull your shotgun out of the safe and just be, like, in the house showing it to your friend. And he's like, "Oh, that's brandishing a weapon. You get your guns taken away from that." I'm like, no. I go, I didn't tell you point the thing at the guy. I said, just, you know, if you happen to look in, you'd see that you had a gun on the property. Because quite honestly, you're gonna get more use out of your guns displaying them as a deterrent like that than you are actually going to be pulling them out and shooting them. You know, it's like nuclear weapons. You know, the example was made once with nuclear weapons, but now it's just a deterrent. You know, people don't. You know, a good guy with a gun stops a bad guy with a gun. You know, sort of. It's more the fact that people know the good guy has a gun or a nuclear weapon that they're less inclined to want to use one because they know that can of whoop ass is sitting there waiting for them. You know, it's more the deterrence factor than it is the fact that you're actually gonna come to the point where you use it. Because in my opinion, you know, especially when it comes to like home safety and stuff like that, if you've gotten to the point where you need to pull out a gun and actually shoot, then you have failed in your efforts to maintain your security or be secured. You know, because it should not get to that point. Some of you will think I'm wrong with that, I know, but you know, I think, you know, it's kind of like, you know, with fighting. If it gets to the point where we actually have to fight, then you have failed, in my opinion, at some level of diplomacy or something. Yeah, just my rant there. I think that, you know, people with these grandiose, I'll just shoot to kill them. You know, that's not the purpose. Your main purpose should be deterrence, and you know, use it only if you absolutely have to. I don't know. Just my rant. Alright, so I just got done running my father around for a doctor's appointment, and then he had to make a couple stops, which is actually rather convenient because he had to go by the bank, and I had to go by the bank, so that worked. And now I'm heading home. I think this afternoon I'm going to take care of renewing my car registration, because that's coming due here in a few weeks. I've got the paperwork, so I may as well just go and get that taken care of. I think I'm going to switch my plates over from the Lighthouse plate to actually get veteran plates. It's $10 cheaper for 2 years, so, and now that I'm a veteran, why not, right? Alright, so we're at the DMV, and I am number 174, and they're at 165, so hopefully this will go fast. So far it's been going fast, so fingers crossed. Alright, so that was a DMV fail. Apparently they need an original copy of my discharge paperwork so that they can make a copy of it, which is the first time I've ever come across a government agency who's willing to make copies of stuff for you. So now I'm debating, do I go home and grab it and go back and wait, or do I just wait until another day? I think I'm just going to run home, grab it, go back. And I've got time, and the wait's really not that bad. I mean, I bring a book and stuff to keep entertained, so may as well just get it knocked out now. Not a huge fan of the new location. They moved, it's the third time that the DMV's moved that I can remember. The original one where I first got my driver's license is now actually the bank that I brought my father to earlier. And the second location, they were in a strip mall, which I thought was actually really good because the place was huge and there was tons of parking, so it was never really too crammed. And now they put it in downtown New Bedford, which is pretty centrally located, but their parking lot's tiny, so you're going to kind of hunt around for a meter if you're not lucky enough to find a spot. So, I mean, whatever, it is what it is. So I think I'm just going to run home and grab that document and then run back now, just because it'll be easier. Alright, so I am leaving the DMV, and after spending an afternoon pretty much waiting around, having to run home and get a regular copy of my discharge papers, I could not get my veteran plates because when they do the plate, you can choose the decal you want, either like the emblem of the service you were in or a flag. Well, I wanted I was in the Navy, I wanted the Navy like symbol thing. And they were all out of them. So yeah, guy that runs the New Bedford DMV, you sir are fired. Because you should have some kind of process in place to be like, oh, we've only got a couple of these left, maybe we should order more. And yeah, so some oversight and attention to checking these things is requested and should be required. Yeah. Hey, Massachusetts Registrar of Vehicles. If you need a new person to run the DMV site at the registry site in New Bedford, I am free to start work tomorrow to replace the person who cannot maintain this, because if that's something so simple is not happening, makes you scratch your head and wonder what else is falling through the cracks. Anyway, on an up note, the lady at the counter, very polite, and I did get some time, lots of quality time to read my book. So that was good. Anyway, heading back home now, and thankfully too, I didn't wait till the last minute. I still got my plates expire at the end of next month, so I can still drive around and not worry about it. Alrighty, so I am on my way out to go and see another movie tonight. So, hey, I'm actually very excited about it again. And this shirt is probably glaring the crap out of the camera. I'm curious to see how this looks on the computer. But yeah, anyway, on my way to go and see another movie with the same guy from last night. So I'm very excited about that. Wow, so the state police are out in force today trying to find people speeding on, what am I on? 17-mile stretch of road. I passed by 3 stadies already, so they are out. I'm gonna have to take my time. Here, the new water heater gets installed. All fancy with digital readouts.
Yeah, this is a fancy water heater. It acts as a dehumidifier too. Did you know that?
I didn't. Now we're going to remove this wall. So to get that out, that wall comes down. Alrighty, so Ryan did a very good job of getting this wall back up. I'm actually quite shocked. It's not perfect, but it's there, and that's good. And these shutters, these are wood. These are solid wood, and yeah, getting them on and getting them in after taking screws and nails to get them back together when they fall apart is just ridiculous, and it's such a pain in the ass to get those things in place. So that'll happen at some point once I want to decide to take the 2 to 3 hours to do it. Anyway, yeah, so I have been bad with getting videos up because I've been so busy the last few days. So this is probably going to be the end spot for 3 days into one, what footage I did shoot. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, please, and I will get better with getting these videos shot and posted, promise. And thank you for watching, and until next time, talk to you later. Bye-bye.